on the boy. He creeps up from behind. Bang, bang, Maxwell Silverhammer came down on his head. Bang, bang, Maxwell Silverhammer made sure that he was dead. Whoa, whoa,
On behalf of WCVH, this is CV Today.
Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, January 22nd.
Now over to Jamie with some more announcements.
Thank you. The quote of the day today is, "Don't ever doubt yourselves or waste a second of your life," by Ariana Grande. Lunch for today is French bread pizza and a hot combo of cheeseburger. And lunch for tomorrow is Mexican bar and a hot combo of ham and cheese melt. Now, over to your weather report.
Ready.
Beth, did you really forget to clean the camera again?
Oh, I'm sorry, Lindsay. Wait. Wait.
Okay. Hey, what's up, you guys? Today is going to be sunny,
With a high of 31 and a low of 24.
and tomorrow is going to be rainy.
With a high of 44 and a low of 42.
Okay, now for headline news. Wait. Woo!
A light at the end of the tunnel for roughly 300 furloughed federal employees. These Department of Homeland Security workers won't be at their same positions. But as of Tuesday, they're on the payroll at their usual rate. Others, like federal prison employee worker George Little, aren't as lucky.
We suffered here. My family suffered here.
He hasn't been paid since the shutdown began last month. Caleb McCoy is a hydrologic technician for the U.S. Geological Survey. He's been furloughed since late December.
I'd heard of Uber. I'd kind of looked at it from time to time as a potential job opportunity I could use to make, some side money.
Meanwhile, the TSA reports 10% of its employees called out Sunday, saying many of those workers say they can't come to work because of financial limitations. As for the standoff, President Trump isn't bending on his demand for a border barrier.
Our government is shut down for one reason, so that the President of the United States can fund a monument to hate and division along our southern border.
I'm Sophia Steed, reporting.
The 2019 Hartman Scholarship is now available in the guidance office. This $2,500 scholarship is open to any high school senior who plans to attend accredited college or university in the fall with a demonstrated record of leadership and community service. Applications must be received by May 20th. The 2019 Student View Scholarship is offering $11,000 worth of scholarships to high school seniors who plan to attend a four-year college, community, junior college, or career school. You simply log on to www.student-view.com and complete a 15 to 20-minute application survey. The scholarship deadline is April 22nd, 2019. In honor of MLK yesterday, here is a short video honoring his life.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia in 1929. Faith was always an important part of daily life, as both his father and grandfather were Baptist ministers. He thrived at a segregated high school, graduating at 15, before heading off to Morehouse College. He then dedicated 3 years to theological study at Crozier Seminary in Pennsylvania. While earning his graduate degree at Boston University, he met Coretta Scott, who he would marry and have 4 children with. King and his family settled in Montgomery, Alabama, when he became the 20th pastor of the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church. When Rosa Parks was arrested for refusing to relinquish her seat to a white man on a Montgomery City bus in 1955, the incident lit a fire under the burgeoning civil rights movement.
His boycott of the bus system in Montgomery, Alabama was tremendously successful because he was incredibly strategic and he worked with other people to get the individuals in Montgomery, Alabama to understand that they weren't going to take it anymore.
King's experience, passion for the cause, and position in the community gave him the credentials to become a leader in the 381-day boycott of the city buses. On December 20th, 1956, the Supreme Court ruled segregated buses to be unconstitutional. This was a major victory for the civil rights cause and proved King's nonviolent methods of protest could yield results. King was now the national face of the civil rights cause. He was jailed over 20 times, was once stabbed in the chest, his house was bombed, and he suffered relentless personal attacks on himself and his family. For a man of peaceful intentions, he unfortunately spent much of his life the target of violent intent. Yet the threats never stopped him.
Dr. King inspired thousands of people through his eloquence and through his fearlessness, especially after his home was firebombed with his wife and his children. They showed through their courage that they were prepared to give their lives to the cause of freedom.
King worked tirelessly to promote the cause he so strongly believed in. And from 1957 through 1968, he traveled over 6 million miles, delivered 2,500 speeches, wrote 5 books, and dozens of articles. His hard work and ability to communicate earned him such respect that he earned the ear of President John F. Kennedy, who personally met with King. Of all the speeches King delivered, none has stood the test of time like his famous I Have a Dream speech. Symbolically delivered from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in 1963, in front of 250,000 people, both black and white. King had become such a force in America that he was named Time Magazine's Man of the Year in 1963. A nice achievement indeed, but it paled in comparison when in 1964, he became the youngest man ever to win the Nobel Peace Prize.
Martin Luther King Jr. was an American. He was deeply American. And what's striking to me is that he had more confidence and faith in American democracy, in the Constitution, and in the principles of fairness and opportunity than nearly all of his critics.
While in Memphis to lead a protest march defending the rights of striking garbage workers in April of 1968, King delivered a rousing speech titled, "I've Been to the Mountaintop." It would be his last. Standing on the balcony of his second-floor room at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, King was shot and killed. In 1983, Ronald Reagan signed a proclamation declaring the third Monday of every January Martin Luther King Jr. Day, a public holiday to celebrate the man and what he stood for.
Attention all students that are either turning 16 in the next few months or are older. Our driver's education courses are currently having open enrollment from now through Thursday, January 31st. Please see Mrs. Young in the attendance office for information on enrolling. The next open enrollment period will be the first 3 weeks in May. Greystone Manor Therapeutic Riding Center is offering a new volunteer orientation on Saturday, January 26th from 10 till 12. Go to www.greystonemanotrc.org and to learn more. Now over to Money with Mead.
Hey CV, it's Mrs. Mead with Money with Mead. I hope you're warming up on this frigid Tuesday, but I just wanted to come to you because there are 3 new scholarship seniors. These are community scholarships. So I wanted to make sure that you're aware of them. They're posted on your Schoology, and they're also in the guidance office. So the first one is called the Student View Scholarship. If you're going to any college, whether it's a 2-year or 4-year or a certificate program, it doesn't really matter. This one is due on April 22nd, and it's only a survey. I've never taken this one before, but it's just a survey. The link is on your Schoology page. I have a feeling a lot of it deals with volunteering and things like that, but you can check it out. Also, there's the Lancaster-Lebanon Association of Educational Office of Professionals. So if you're going into the secretarial or business field, or business field. This one's due in March 15th, so you may want to look at that also. And last but not least, this week there's the Hartman Scholarship, which is worth about $2,500 and it deals with leadership and community service. So if you're a senior that's done a lot of leadership skills or community service here at CV or outside in the community, you may want to check it out. It's for any college, whether it's 2-year or 4-year or a certificate degree, and that one is due May 20th. Now, seniors, you do have flex today, so pay attention. I think there's a few things you have to do. And in February, you will be starting to fill out those senior sheets for me. So if you haven't started making your list, you better get on it. That's it for right now. Talk to you next week, CV.
Are you a singer, a dancer, musician, or a comedian? Do you have a hidden talent or act that needs to be shared in the world? Audition for CV's Got Talent Student Council is looking for talented people to perform at the talent show on March 3rd. To sign up for auditions, go to tinyurl.com/cvtalent and fill out the form. Auditions will be held after school on February 4th through the 6th. You must sign up to audition by January 25th. Visit the bulletin board outside the cafeteria or Student Council's social media accounts for more information. Attention all marking period 2 ceramic students. All work has been fired. Please stop by this Friday, January 25th, to pick up your work. Thank you. Now over to an announcement for APR.
Hi, welcome back. I'm glad you can join me today. I thought today we'll do just a happy little picture of a scenic view. You don't need a whole lot of paint, just a little bit of paint. We're gonna add some happy little trees right here. Happy little trees. Just let those leaves and branches pop right out at you. This is your world, your creation. Anybody can paint. Anybody can paint. We don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents. Now let's make a nice dark color. Use some black, a little brown, some sap green, some Prussian blue.
Hey CV, AP2 Studio Art is having an art gallery and we want you to come. It will be January 25th all throughout the school day. Ask your teachers and bring your whole class.
I believe every day is a good day when you paint.
Rifle match against Manheim Township at 4. Dismissal at 2:30.
There's an away swim meet at Ephrata at 4. Dismissal at 2:15.
There's an away boys basketball game against Cocalico at 7:30.
There's a home girls basketball game against Cocalico at 7:30.
Come out and support the Bucks.
Now over to sports highlights.
Woo! Michelle is the tailback. And he'll give it to him. Michelle powers in for the touchdown. Right behind James Devlin. All kinds of time for Brady to go for it. To the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown. Philip Dorsett.
And guess what? That quarterback's someone, there's magic, and they can just make stuff happen.
Here he goes to the end zone, and it's caught by Kelsey for a touchdown. Sends Watkins in motion. Mahomes rolling out. Throws it. Caught for the touchdown. Damian Williams.
Change the play. There's a chance they're coming right after him with everyone again.
Coming to the near side to Williams. He's got a whole wide open field. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
It usually means a motion and a run out wide to the right.
Here's the handoff into the end zone. The Sony Michel and the Patriots are back in front. Play on the north side of it. Handoff up the middle, and it's Williams with another touchdown.
Ball, Kansas City's got to sell out.
Here's a handoff to Burkhead. Burkhead bowls ahead and scores the touchdown. What a drive.
England tried to play action earlier. I can't see it here. This has to be a run.
2nd and goal to Burkhead. Burkhead to the end zone. Hello, Super Bowl. New England is heading back again for the 3rd straight year.
That's all the announcements we have for you today.
On behalf of WCVH, I'm Ashley.
Alongside Preston.
And this is CV Today.
Have a Tony Stark Tuesday.